Welcome back to Cancer Buzz TV. I'm your host, Summer Johnson. Advancements in precision medicine mean more patients are getting biomarker testing to personalize their treatment. With that comes many new tasks for effective testing practices, but there are laboratories that don't have someone to coordinate everything that needs to be done. Today, we look at a promising solution for better patient access, the role of dedicated navigators. With us today is Lynnette Pineault, the chair of the ASCP Biomarker Testing Navigation Project. Lynnette, thank you for being here. Can you share your experience with biomarker testing?
My background is in anatomic pathology in the clinical laboratory. And over the years, precision medicine has really become a major focus and initiative, especially for our cancer patients. I believe there's one article that I've read that says that in the year 2030, up to 70% of decisions will be made with biomarker testing, including precision medicine, which affects all of these patients. And one of the sad statistics is that up to 50% of patients don't get properly tested when they're diagnosed. So the work that I've been doing recently with the ASCP and their biomarker testing navigation project is really to determine how we can identify a role within laboratory medicine that would help navigate these specimens, ensure patients are getting the proper testing, help to improve turnaround times for that testing, and reduce errors so patients get the right testing in the most efficient way possible.
What does increasing efficiency look like?
While there are so many tasks as we study this topic that it's sometimes hard to distill it down into just one, but I can give you some buckets. The first is the specimen collection and preservation of samples, making sure we have the right sample, making sure we have enough sample to get to the testing labs. The second is really ordering. How are the orders set up for the ordering clinicians and the receiving laboratories to ensure that the right orders are getting placed for those tissues? And then, we have this piece where we sometimes are challenged with prior authorization or insurance and billing. And then also just patient demographic and information to make sure that things are passing through the laboratories and billing appropriately and getting back to the patient. So those are really, I would say, the top three buckets that we've identified as we've been navigating this work.
How does a dedicated navigator fit into the multidisciplinary team?
So I'm going to steal an analogy from one of our pilot sites from our project. And this comes from Spartanburg out of South Carolina. And the analogy is one of an airplane and an airliner. When you board an airline as a patient, you have the airline attendants who help get you to your seat, make sure you're in the right flight, make sure that everything is comfortable for you while you reach your destination. And then there's a grounds crew that actually manages your luggage, gets it on the plane, makes sure it arrives at baggage claim where it's supposed to when you get there. And that's really the things that we're looking at when we're looking at a biomarker testing navigation within the laboratory with laboratory professionals. They're managing the luggage, so to speak. And so in our vision, we still have this great role to play for the nurse navigators. And I know ACCC also has a project that they've been working on with precision medicine navigation. And we see these roles playing across and matrixing to support the sample along its pathway so the patient and the sample get to their destination and their treatment and follow-up at the appropriate times together.
Thank you, Lynnette. You can head to the show notes to find resources, including ACCC's Cancer Diagnostics Initiative. It offers precision medicine resources for multidisciplinary cancer care teams. Also, be sure to click the follow button on your podcast player to receive the latest news and updates in cancer care. This episode of Cancer Buzz was produced in partnership with the American Society for Clinical Pathology through support from the Cancer Diagnostics Project supporters. Until next time, from all of us here at Cancer Buzz TV, thank you for watching.